Welcome to this lecture video. In this video, I am going to give you explanation about charging and discharging. So we are going to find out dielectric constant of a dielectric material by the method of charging and discharging. So this is the schematic view of the equipment. So now I am going to start giving a circuit connection. So here we are going to connect capacitor and suitable resistor in the circuit, and we are going to charge the capacitor, and hence we are going to note down the voltage across the capacitor at various interval of time. So that's what first let us complete the circuit connections. So first you have to connect these two gaps, and then connect capacitor, that is capacitor C1 in place of C. So here you have to connect the capacitor, that is C1 is connected, and then a resistance R, that is connected here, that is 100 kilo ohm resistor is connected in place of R, and this is a digital voltmeter. So in order to measure the voltage across the capacitor, connect here. So here we are going to measure the voltage across the capacitor, and this is a digital stop clock. So now I will switch on this, so reset this, and first you have to keep the knob in charge mode, okay, like this, and this is a discharge mode. First keep the knob in charge mode, and here is a start button. When we switch on this, you can able to start the program. So once you switch on this, the timer gets switched on, and so the capacitor is going to charge, and for every 5 seconds we have to note down the voltage across the capacitor. So that's what the program. To keep ready the tabular column like this. So one is, while charging you have to enter the readings in this. So in steps of 5 seconds you have to record the voltage across the capacitor, and in discharge mode you have to record the voltage across the capacitor up to the saturation value is reached. So this is what the program. Now I am going to conduct the experiment, and parallelly I will enter some readings here. So just look at how to do this experiment. Now the knob is in charge mode. Now I will start. Okay. So now for every 5 seconds voltage across the capacitor that has to be recorded. So keep on watching this reading. See here, by interchanging the knobs you can able to make it positive. So now the value is positive. So for every 5 seconds you have to record the voltage across the capacitor. Now the voltage is keep on increasing with respect to time. So after 60 or 70 seconds the voltage is going to be constant, it will not increase further. This is what the program. Once the voltage is saturated, you have to halt it and keep the knob in discharge mode, and then again you have to restart. This is what the program. So now the voltage is almost saturated to 4.39 up to 60 seconds. So now I will write 4.39 is the saturated value. So after this just halt it and then keep the knob in discharge mode, and again reset the clock, and then you have to start the program again. Start. How to wait. Reset the clock. So this is okay. Now you have to reset and then start. So it is observed that the voltage across the capacitor decreases with respect to time. For every 5 seconds you have to record the voltage across the capacitor until it reaches zero value. So now you can look at here, it is keep on reducing, and after 60 seconds it will come down to 0. So this is what the program, and I will show you the readings in the tabular column and also show you how to plot the graph, and hence by making use of graph it is possible for us to calculate the T of value, that is time for charging or discharging the capacitor by its half value. That's what the program is. Now see, it is observed to be almost 0, comes down to 0 after 55 seconds, 55 or 60 seconds it will be almost 0. So this is what the experiment that you have to do. So after reaching that 0, halt it, then reset the clock. That's all. So this is what the way of conducting this experiment. Now I will show you how to record the readings here and also how to plot the graph. So these were all the values recorded during the time of charging and discharging for every 5 seconds. So it is observed that the beginning reading is 1.0 while charge mode, and the saturated voltage is 4.39, that is after 60 seconds. And then in the discharge mode, for 0 second you have to consider 4.39 only the voltage, and after 5 seconds it is reduced to 2.47, and finally it is reduced to 0 after some time, that is after 45 seconds it will be 0. So this is what the way of recording the readings, and by making use of this data we can able to plot the graphs. Now I will show you how to plot the graph for this reading and finding out how to find out the T of value. To the readings that we are obtained. So here is a graph. So here on x-axis I took 5 seconds for 1 centimeter, and on y-axis I took 0.5 volt for 1 centimeter. This is what the scale. And first you have to consider charge mode. So 0 it is 0, and after 5 seconds it is 1.4. 1, and then 1.4 is somewhere here, and then for so it is observed to be 0, it is 0 only, 5 seconds 1.6 actually, 1.6, and then 10 seconds it is observed to be 2.8, 2.8, and then 15 seconds it is 3.54, 3.5 and 4, 3.54, and then 20 seconds it is observed to be 4.14, 4.14 somewhere here, and 25 it is 4.25, 4.25 somewhere here, and 30 it is 4.35 only, so somewhere here only, and then for 35 onwards it is 4.39, 35 onwards 4.39 somewhere here. So it will keep on constant like this for all the remaining values. So once you plot this, you have to draw a line like this, and it will go like this and then reach the saturation almost. And then for discharging you have to start with 4.39 only, somewhere here 39, and then for 5 seconds it is 2.47, that is 2.47 somewhere here, and then for 10 seconds it is 1.18, 1.18 somewhere here, and then 15 seconds it is 0.68, 0.5, 0.68, and then for 20th it is 0.22, 0.22 somewhere here, and then for 25 it is found to be 0.12 somewhere here. Afterwards it will touch as 0 and then it will be low. So now you have to draw a line like this. So like this, and then it will go and finally it will become 0. So here it is observed that the two curves are meeting at this point. So that time is known as T off. So as of this, so 2.1 second is the time for charging or discharging the capacitor by its off value. So T off is found to be 2.1 second as per this. So T off is equal to 2.1 seconds. So that's what you have to record, and you can mark this T off value using a scale, so that I can show you. So here is a scale. So 2.1 is the voltage at which the off value is there, and then you can able to calculate the T off value somewhere here. So wherever it is meeting, so that you have to do. So first you should mark this here. So at 2.2 volt it is observed to be rubber. Observed to be meeting, and T off is wherever the time, that is observed to be 6 seconds. 6 seconds. So T off value is found to be T6 seconds as according to this graph. So this 6 second is taken in place of T off, and we have to calculate the dielectric constant. So after applying the formula, the dielectric constant of the given capacitor will be calculated now. So after finding out T off from the graph, it is observed that T off value is 6 seconds, and here D is the thickness of the dielectric material, and A is the area, and R is the resistance that we applied. So here resistance we applied is 100K. So 100 into 24 of plus 3, it is plus 3 that you have to consider, and D is thickness 0.1 mm, so 10.1 24 of minus 3, 6, and here 0.693 is in the formula, and epsilon 0 is nothing but permittivity of free space, that is 8.85 into 10 4 of minus 12, and area is 50 into 6 mm square, so that's why we are taken 50 into 6 into 10 4 of minus 6. So on simplification, the dielectric constant of the material used for making capacitor C1 is found to be 1.7. So this is what the solution for the experiment. So this is what the value of K calculated. Thank you.